Mixed reef issues, part 3B. I didn't realize the camera went down. Anyway, I was talking about, I said the tank did some damage, but actually he did some good because I'm trying to get rid of the macroalgae that grows in the display tank. The caulerpa that's right there on that rock, I hope is next. That rock was covered. I don't know if you remember from before, but that rock was covered just as bad as this one. And I don't know if it's urchins, tangs, or what's taking it out, but I'm all for it. So it's getting cleaned up. The tang's a constant picker. If you don't have a yellow tang, I recommend getting one. They're awesome. Plus he eats tons of mysis too, which surprised me. I guess I kind of thought they were herbivores, but he must be an omnivore. Mine is anyway. But yeah, I'll give you an update as this gets picked off too. I also noticed there's some bubble algae growing that we don't want. So I'm going to probably have to look for another emerald crab. I have one cruising around in here, but I think it's too much for him to get on top of all that. I see some back there too, honestly. Quite a bit of bubble algae growing. So again, that's something I think an emerald crab can make pretty short work of. They do pretty good with that. I forget what else I was gonna say. That's kind of it, really. I just didn't like it that my video got cut off. So just in case you're wondering, I have this clay pot in the tank because it looked to me like my pair of clowns were getting ready to do something, and hopefully I thought it would be cool if they laid some eggs, and I heard if you provide that to them, they tend to do that. Now, I recently lost their host anemone. I don't know what happened to the anemone. He was doing okay, not great. He kept gaping. He was right in a perfect spot. He was right there and wasn't moving. He didn't move really. So I thought he was happy, but he just got worse and worse and worse, and I had to send him to the man upstairs yesterday. So I'm going to wait for a little while, just kind of watch and make sure everything stays stable before I go for another bubble tip or whatever. I was thinking of sea bay. I'd like to hear from you guys. What do you think? What kind of anemone should I get for my clowns? I've never had a sea bay before. I've only ever had bubble tips. And that right there, that's the meat grinder. If you don't cover that up with some kind of filter, which I can show you, I actually sewed a piece of filter to slide over that. But my bubble tip never moved, so I took it back off. Yeah, that's a meat grinder. You got to cover any inlets on pumps. I also have a sponge that I put on there too, just in case. But, well, he's gone now, so I'm not worried about it. Once I replace the anemone, I will cover those back up just to make sure everything's okay. But yeah, I'd like to hear what you guys think. What kind of anemone would be cool in my tank? I don't want some giant carpet anemone or something. I don't have room for that. Maybe when I don't know. I still want to get some more corals. I don't have any bubble coral. I don't have any flower pots. I want to get some cool stuff. Maybe pull a few rocks out. Get some of the rocks off the side of the tank so I can keep that cleaner. But yeah. I keep saying is that annoying? It is to me. So I'll stop doing that. Well, I'm glad you guys watched. I hope your reef's doing great. I hope you find a little incentive to do some work on yours like I have been lately, or even start one up. It's a blast. It's beautiful. It's relaxing. And people come into the house and see it and just mesmerized by the reef. And it's a little piece of the ocean. We all love it. Anybody watching this is probably either have a reef or is probably either thinking about starting a reef or has one. So I hope everything's healthy. I hope you're happy. Today is September 17th, 2017. And that's my progress up to date. Everything is kind of coming into it. Thanks a lot for watching. Subscribe if you wish. I'll try to keep up with everything. And happy reefing.